Singapore is well known for its efficient transportation system, but with an increasing emphasis on sustainability and reducing carbon emissions, electric car sharing is set to become more prevalent in the city-state. The country is infamous for placing heavy taxes on car ownership. In Singapore, I meet Jenny Lim and Calvin Tay, who will tell me more about how electric vehicles and car sharing will only become more and more prevalent in the city.
Hi, my name is Calvin Tay. I'm the head of Future Mobility in Global Group as well as the CEO of BluSG.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm the head of Singapore for BluSG. I'm also the co-starter of the service.
So starting with car sharing and looking at it from the consumer lens, from the commuter lens, people are looking for a cheap and affordable way and comfortable way to move around from point A to point B. Car ownership is extremely expensive. It costs on average about $20,000 to $30,000 a year, and taxis are also about 2 to 3 times the price of using BluSG's car sharing service.
So BluSG is Singapore's first and largest EV car sharing service. So what we offer is a smart and convenient, flexible and affordable mobility solution to all Singaporeans. And we also complement the public transport while reducing the need for car ownership. BluSG was launched in 2017, December 2017. So this is the result of a tender that was called by the Singapore Economic Development Board and the Land Transport Authority, where they launched a tender and we bid for the tender and where we won, and that's how we started in December 2017. Again, our fleet is 100% electric, so we have close to 1,000 electric vehicles with more than 1,500 charging points island-wide. And we have 2 models, which is the Blue Car and the Opel Corsa E. So we have also reached our 5 millionth rental earlier in the week, and we have sold to date more than 175,000 subscriptions. This is a very easy and extremely user-friendly process. A new member who wants to join the service, first thing first, they need to subscribe to our service. So they will need to download our app, apply for the membership, basically fill in the details, submit a copy front and back of the driving license, the identification documents. Once all these complete information are provided to us, our call center here will be the ones that will validate the membership, and then the member will receive a notification on their mobile phone to tell them that okay, they are ready to activate their account. And then after that, they can start to rent the car. So our service allows every member to reserve a car up to 30 minutes in advance and a dedicated parking lot up to 45 minutes in advance. There's no need to pay for car park fees or any parking fees. All the insurance, all the cleaning fee, everything is absorbed by us, is covered by the subscription. And on top of that, we have a 24/7 call center. We are located in the housing estates. We are located in central business districts, with stations on street. We are located in stations in shopping malls. We are even located in commercial buildings, that are in industrial area. And last but not least, we are located in, Changi Airport, as well as even in Sentosa. You can find 3 stations.
I'm here with my friend Amira, who will be showing me a day in her life using the BluSG service. Let's go!
Let's go! Yeah, so I've already booked the car on my app, and now I'm at the kiosk. I'm going to tap my card and release the reservation so I can get driving.
So how often do you use the BluSG car?
I feel like it's almost every day that I use the BluSG because it really helps me in my travel. Staying all the way the west side of Singapore, Jurong, is really, it does take a very long time for me to get to anywhere else in Singapore as well. So I think the BluSG really helps me to, be the point of transit between those very far areas or places that's a bit hard to get to.
When I signed up in 2020, I think there were a lot more people already using the service. Why I signed up is because, I felt that if I were to get more used to driving BluSG, it would be a better transportation alternative for me to get to anywhere I want to go. And hearing the concept of BluSG itself, where you can, just get cars from locations nearby your area and to get you from point A to point B, that appeals to me
So from the government point of view, looking at a densely populated country like Singapore and also other smart cities around the world, infrastructure is of great concern. There can never be enough roads, and if you put too many vehicles on the roads, it leads to traffic jams, etc., which is a burden on the economy and a burden on the government infrastructure. The governments of the world have already agreed to take a big step to move towards net zero. Singapore, for example, has plans to move to net zero by 2050. Many of the ASEAN countries have plans to significantly reduce their carbon footprint over the next couple of decades as well. So from a government point of view, moving towards electric is not an option. It's something that has to happen, and the governments of the world are actively planning for the energy transition into a net zero economy. Sustainability is also on the top of the minds of many Gen Zs as well as millennials, and they feel very comfortable with the fact that we are a fully electric car sharing service.
I think the taxi prices is pretty exorbitant now. So as mentioned, like I stay in Jurong West, so getting from Jurong West to anywhere in Singapore takes you at least on average about 40 minutes, and say to go to the city centre, at least $30. And with BluSG is by per minute pricing, so it's not fixed in the sense. It could be even cheaper than the stated price of a taxi. Yeah, and when you carpool together with your friends, the 5 of you say in this kind of car, in a Corsa E, say it's also $30, but you can split it by 5, and that's cheaper. The cheaper option for everyone to travel. The difficulties I faced when I first signed up for BluSG, I mean, I even struggled to the first step you have to do is to put a PIN code to your card so you can tap on any kiosk to activate the service. So at first I wasn't used to that system, but the more I use it, the more I got to know the correct steps to take lah. So I'm very comfortable with it now.
I think people were a little bit confused about the concept initially, but very quickly, because of the clear communication and because of the good visibility that we have, and plus the fact that our cars are all over the streets, making its presence, so residents quickly could feel and see that it's safe and it's a viable option. So the resistance level kind of dropped quite fast, and on top of it, we are located in very obvious and convenient locations. We were the first car sharing service to launch of such a nature, and on top of that, to make ourselves a little bit more challenging, we launched a 100% EV solution. So there were quite a fair bit of challenges in terms of how we're going to set up, in terms of how we educate residents, educate Singaporeans about the usage, the friendliness, the safety of electric vehicle. Yeah, but I think we are pretty proud of the journey we've walked so far.
Quite simply put, we think that the future of transportation would be shared, multimodal, and zero emissions. And when I say zero emissions, I mean not just electric, but other forms of clean energy powering transportation. Car light, the local population can make shorter trips and be able to enjoy life without spending hours in traffic.
With government support and a growing awareness of the benefits of electric car sharing, we can expect to see more electric cars on the road in the near future. This is Jessica Novia reporting for See Today from the epicenter of growth in ASEAN.